Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Land. Right, today's jobs. We'll need to get this field finished. Well, this field is actually going to be used for grass, ironically. I will explain why in a minute. Hopefully that field will also be ready for harvest at some point during the day. Over there we have now got it all subsoiled. It's perfect. And this morning I've just tidied up the cows, although they've already started dropping food again. And I've topped up their water. So, we'll get started. And while we're going, I can tell you why this field is going to be a grass field. Basically, I have spoken to the council about the grant they're giving me. I've told them that I want to start using fertiliser, and they have said that they don't want me to, but they understand. They have requested that I continue to keep the cows organic, and I think that's a good idea because we are getting a very good price at the moment for the milk, so we should continue with that. But of course, to do that I need to keep the grass organic, and I need to keep it separate. So this field here will be far enough away, I think, from the other fields for there not to be any drift, especially if we use solid fertiliser. I'm a big fan of liquid fertiliser, but I will use solid if necessary, and this means we can actually start getting 2 fertiliser applications put onto each field, and that's going to help. That's going to really help. So this is going to become our only grass field. It is a bit of a monster, but it's going to serve all of our purposes. We're going to get our silage from here, our hay, and obviously our normal grass as well. And then the other fields will be for crops, which also means that I can extend that small, tiny little grass field we've got at the moment. I can extend it into the what's the word? The other field, the large soybean field. We can extend it into there, which is good. It's very small at the moment, it's not really giving much, so it's a good idea to do it that way, I think. Our maize silage is also covered, and I think at the moment it's about 80% ready. I am going to put the time up, but I'm going to put the time up during the time lapse because of course this is a big job and it's going to require a time lapse. Hopefully it won't take too long because there will also need to be a time lapse for the soybeans, and so I don't want to have 2 massive time lapses. That will not be good. So we're just going to finish off here. I did also play around with the conveyor, the one that we were trying to use last time that didn't work, and I believe that I've managed to fix it. All I did was just change the fill types on it to add in silage and chopped maize fermented and grass fermented, and I think that's now going to work. So we're going to try that again because obviously loading up the maize silage 141,000 litres with the tool we've currently got is just going to be ridiculous. But what I am going to do now is a time lapse. So I'm going to get myself in position. I'm going to cut this field in half, I think. Maybe about here. Maybe a little bit more across. There we go. So, turn the speed up, and away we go over time lapse.
We've had this conversation, and you seem to agree with me. But when there's complications, you withdraw and leave me to be. When there's a problem, you become like a wall, and every time I trip, it's a free fall. Why don't you help me the way I
the field is not done. If I just come over here, you can see... No, you can't. The field is not done, I can promise you that. However, the soybeans are ready, and so is the maize silage. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy this. We're going to buy it second hand. We're going to try it and see if it works. Also, because this job probably requires something a little bit bigger than what we have, we're going to get something a little bit bigger. But it still needs to be cheap. So that's what we currently have, which is, we have that, which is 5.55 tons. So can we get something bigger? The agro liners are bigger, but they're expensive. I'm thinking of leasing whatever we take anyway. Now this, question is, can I don't think our guy can pull that. That's far too big. Far too big for him to pull. That he probably could pull just about. There's a bit of a push. I think the agro liner is probably, that's stretching it, but the farm tech actually, no, smaller. So yeah, I think we should take this. We're going to lease it. It's going to cost us $12.75. Our bank balance is now incredibly low. That's got a standard hitch, which means that can probably hook up to it. That'll be useful. So we're going to take these down. We're just going to be using the agro liner for the silage. There is no benefit to using it for the soybeans, because it just gets used more if we do that. And I'm trying, obviously, with things like leased trailers, it's a little bit weird. What constitutes use? You know, because we get charged based on the hours it's actually used. But what counts as use in this case? So take this down. That belt could do with a repair, but I can repair him from the garage menu. I think that's going to be a better way of doing it. And as we already know, this guy is going to have a bit of a problem. So just drop him there. Put this here. And I'm going to get this all set up, because actually this is going to take a lot of messing around. So I'll see you in a second when it's all set up. Right, he appears to be filling up again. I don't know what's going on. So now we are going to actually get on with the harvesting. Today we will not be doing straw collection. That's just far too much for one episode. But we will try and get all of these soybeans, famous soybeans. I'm going to try and get all of them collected. That will be good, because then we can make ourselves some good money, because we know what we need to do. We need to buy some new land so that the bakery can move in, and then we're going to get even more money from them selling our milk and eggs if we do manage to get chickens. I'm thinking of finishing this series at 40. Could do it at 50. I think there's enough stuff still left for us to try and achieve. But it all depends on what you guys think. Do you think we should just call it a day? And, well, then we'd move on to the first of my ideas, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Or should we go to 50? If we go to 50, we've got more time to try and expand the farm a bit. It just depends, really. I don't know. I'm kind of hesitating between the two, so let me know in the comments what you think. I did appreciate the comments about my plan of finishing in the summer. Thank you for dropping me a little message about that to let me know what you thought. And, yeah. So regarding the ideas, I'm not going to tell you all of them. I'm just going to tell you the first one. And it was sort of inspired by a conversation I was having with someone about weird questions you get asked in interviews. The kind of questions that I hate because I can't answer them. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I always say I don't know. Which is true. I don't know. And I thought, what if you asked a farmer that? They probably would say, still in business? So I thought, why don't we do a 5-year challenge on seasons? So seasons, Maize Plus, all of these realism mods that I've got turned on here, and we're going to do 5 years. 5 years on 3-day seasons. So that will be 12 episodes. That would be 60 episodes. However, we might be able to cut it down, because if there really is nothing to do, then we'll cut down the episodes. But that is my first idea, and I do have a map for it, because in order to use Maize Plus, Straw Me, as well as seasons, you need a map that's been edited to have a lot of fill types. I edited this one to put Maize Plus on. I recently tried to edit another map, which I'm not going to tell you which one, because I was trying to use it for another series, and it's fairly simple to edit it to add Maize Plus, but to add anything else like seasons on top, then it gets difficult. So the map I'm thinking is the northern coast, which is an Irish map. Now, obviously this is Ireland, was probably my first full series that introduced a lot of you guys to me. And it's where I kind of sort of learnt some of the mistakes I was making and tried to fix them in all of these future episodes. And past ones since then. So I think that would be a nice one. It looks like a very nice map. It's a farming agency map, so it's been edited and it has everything. It also, I believe, has compost included, but I need to double check that. So that would be a cool map, I think, to use. So what do you think about the idea? 5-year challenge. The harvester is full, and so is this trailer, so we may as well do a bit of trailer work right here. I do not know how much we're going to get. I remember I said we were going to get about 20,000 for the entire bunker. I don't know how much that equates to per trailer. Maybe my maths was terribly wrong. Because that is a lot more than I was expecting. 4,470. Okay. Well, that is exactly what we need. I'm impressed. I did not think it was going to be so high. I wonder how much we fit in terms of litres. Let's have a quick check. How many litres did we just get in? We had 141, so we just got in about 23,000 litres. Okay. So we've still got quite a few loads to do. I like this money. Let's grab this guy. I will get these soybeans unloaded, go and put the other trailer back in position so we can start filling again, and then I'll carry on with these headlands. I'm not going to do a time lapse just yet. I want to get the headlands done first, so I will go and do that. I'll be back very soon. Okay, just emptying out the soybeans. I remembered that we've got a worker who's currently doing absolutely nothing for us. They're getting a day off, basically, because we're not doing any work with them. But I think I'm going to get the worker doing this, and then I can actually work on just emptying. So it's going to be a little bit of a different time lapse, because obviously the worker's going to be doing most of it. You're just going to see me doing trailer work. What I'm going to do Let's set up a courseplay course. Yes, that one. And then, which field are we in? Field 2. Headlands. We're going to say do 3 headlands, but we're going to skip the headlands because obviously we've already done it. Okay, and he wants us to go down there. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this course, because what that then means is we can use this course afterwards to pick up the straw. You can do some very clever stuff with courseplay, and this kind of thing is one of them. One of the things that I very much like about it. So this is field 2. So field 2, harvest. There we go. Now it looks like this first run is not actually going to pick much up. We'll see. No, it looks like he's going to miss the crop for the most part. But whatever. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. So let's get him going. Alright, he is picking some up. So I'm just going to carry on with trailer work. I'll see you soon. There was a little bit of a problem during the silage emptying, and basically the bunker just refused to let me take any more silage out, so I had to delete it. So what I did then was I put in a new bunker, and I decided to put the one which doesn't have a back wall. So that is what is now in place. I sorted the money out, so basically we only paid the €2,500 difference in price between the small and the medium bunker, and there he is over there. And obviously we didn't lose any money for the thing, maizesilage, because I actually gave the money through DevTools. But as you can see, we are now completely full. So we're going to sell this and see exactly how much we make. We've done very, very well from the maize silage. Better than I thought we would, actually. And from the soybeans, we've also done rather well. Almost 9,000, and that's not even the complete field. The straw, of course, is going to make us... the straw makes us even more. When they designed straw meat, I don't know why they set the price so high. It's yeah, it's quite a lot. But this is good. 41,000. I'm resisting the urge to not spend this, because that is what I would obviously want to do, is go and spend this on something new, like a tractor or something. It's also why I'm not looking in the shop. So while I wait for him to finish, I'm going to carry on with that. Obviously it's off screen, and when he finishes we'll see exactly how much money we've made today from the soybeans. Well, I've kicked the worker out for the last bit. Told him he could go home and have some dinner. I am finishing up, and we're doing pretty well. We've got almost 3 tons in the trailer at the moment, and I think we're going to finish here with about 0.35 tons. Not a life-changing amount of money in what we've got right here in the harvester, but it will help. And when we come to collect the straw tomorrow, well, then we're going to be having a different kind of discussion about money, because the straw tends to be worth more by some slightly crazy coincidence. I just don't understand it. I could modify the price, I suppose, but it would be a little bit awkward. I think I'd rather leave it as it is, even if it does seem silly sometimes. So let's get the pipe out. We can empty into the trailer and then go and sell what we've got left. I'm not sure what that flicking is about. So there we go. Like I said, not a massive amount, so it's not going to take long to put in. I did actually finish... I'm stuck. I did finish that field. It did not take me long. There was... most of it had already been done, actually. So there wasn't much left to be finalised. So that now needs to have some form of fertiliser. Not quite sure what. And then... we'll be ready to plant grass. One good thing that I saw when I was just taking a look, we've got 10,000 litres of slurry. That's very good. It's not enough to do an entire field yet, or at least I don't think it is, but it'll be enough to help. So, another 5849. We have had a very good day. We made just under 9,000 on the last one, just under 6,000 on this one, so we made about 14,500 to 15,000 from that one field, just in the soybean grain, I suppose it is. It's not really grain, is it? But it's not straw. So, next time, got to get that straw sorted. We've also got 2 fields that need to be prepared for whatever the next crop is. But for now, that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.